Hello. This is a follow-up to yesterday's video, What Triggers Me. There is something I left off that is also triggering for me and possibly a lot of autistic people. And that is the truth. To assess the world, we rely on accurate information. That information needs to be provable and reliable. And that is what we class as the truth. Examples of what other people might consider the truth, but us autistic people generally don't, is if you say you're going to meet someone at 11 o'clock and you don't turn up to 11:30, that's not the truth. Because the truth with us is retrospective as well. It's not only what you're saying can be proven, it's what you're saying can be demonstrated after the effect. And we find life really frustrating, especially with public servants, because generally the law says they are supposed to tell the truth and be open and honest. That's what the law says. But in practice, that's not how public servants work. And yet you contact the police and they will not take action against public servants. I know they should. The law says they should. And yet you say to the police, you've got this problem, that, they're breaching this, this and this. It's like, well, it's between you and the council, or you and the police, or you and them. And it's a civil matter, they call it. So it's all right drafting legislation to give people the rights of scrutiny and the rights to expect honesty. But if the police are not going to enforce it, then the law is an arse. I'll give you an example of my recent life. I had, and I've had another safeguarding report put on since, but I had a safeguarding report put on a Friday, and social services contacted me on the following Thursday. The standard time limit is 2 days, 48 hours for a response to a safeguarding issue. Well, this was 6 days. Even taking out the weekend, and you shouldn't because it's a safeguarding issue, then even if you take away the weekend, it was still 4 days. So my first question, like most autistic people, was why is it taking 4 days instead of 2? And the social worker's response was, oh, let's just ignore that and move on. No, that means you're not trained in social work with dealing with autistic people. And when I pressed her on this, she said, we were waiting for the right time to contact you. I'm sorry, this is a safeguarding report. The right time is as soon as possible. So to me, that says that social services are more interested in complying with their managers than helping the people they're supposed to be helping. And this is where I say a lot of the councils, but Waltham Forest is my recent experience, a lot of councils are in breach of the law because they're literally abusing people and ignoring what they're supposed to do under law. And this is also where the housing ombudsman should step in, but they refuse to do so because they say we're not solicitors. You are supposed to be in touch with the law and enforcing the law. There are obligations in the law. If you really want me to get detailed, I can quote the Localism Act at you. I've been reading that. So, how do we move forward if people lie? Well, it is very difficult to move forward once the trust has gone. There has to be a demonstration of trust. And I don't know, it's a case-by-case basis. I don't know what would demonstrate social services, for example, in my case, trust with social services. I don't know what would demonstrate that, because I've had so many people in social services in Waltham Forest demonstrate a lack of trust and a lack of openness and a lack of honesty, that it is going to be very difficult for them to demonstrate they have changed and they've got more trust. They can demonstrate, being open and honest. Because I'm just so used to them lying or not doing what they're supposed to do or not looking after my interests. Yeah, that's about it really, for the truth. If you lie, if we know you're lying and we can demonstrate it, and you ignore our evidence, then that's even worse. It needs to be a two-way thing. We are generally open and honest, and we tell you what we think, exactly, in most cases. We just need that in return. Thank you for watching. Hopefully, I've reset the camera today because the camera on this main one was a bit grainy yesterday. So hopefully the picture quality is better today. And I'm going to try and improve it in software as well. I've been doing sort of like hardware improvements and it's not been working. So this is all just raw footage and it's going to be tweaked. So thank you for watching, and I will speak to you again shortly.